I'm gonna run some more warrior endgame to get some gold. Probably do it for like an hour because I do want to get back to playing my witch. I think I'm gonna start running level 2 or wait level 2 ones. I don't have enough level 1s in my inventory. I've been enjoying the witch. I've just implemented fire. I was doing Ice Nova to freeze enemies, snapping them to get cold infusions, and then just using Spark a bunch with that will be cold infused. But now I've started to implement fire and ball lightning. The reason I started using fire, I'll show you right now. If you go to the elemental skills, once you get to level, what is it, 11 skill gems, all of these have different requirements, different infusions. I could have just went Firestorm and not have to worry about going for another infusion, but I thought Ball Lightning was the most effective level 11 skill, and it requires a fire infusion, so I need to get fire infusions. So I started using Flame Wall to get fire infusions, and Ball Lightning consumes them. Ball Lightning's pretty good. But yeah, I've been trying to get that together. So, I'm just going basically with all the elements and all that stuff. So it's not. I don't know if I'm gonna do that forever. I might go back to just lightning and cold, but for now, I don't really mind. Let's grab all these level 1s. I guess I should be doing Delirium too. Just do whatever, just do everything the endgame has. I'll make all these into tier 2 waystones. And then we'll see which one we want to do. I'm just getting to identify all these, right? I don't even really want to look at these blue ones. I'll just turn them into use my alchemy, Orb of Alchemy. And then, like I said, if I don't like them, I can just recombine them, Accuracy, evasion. Evasive is kind of annoying, but I'll take it. We'll put it over there. I'll take that as well. I'll probably end up doing all these. None of these seem that bad. Yeah. I'll do any of these. That's just weird. I don't really care, I probably would just do all the maps. At these points, these are just challenges. They just seem minor to me, so I'll just do all these maps. I'm not gonna do all of them today. There's no way I could do all those maps. I mean, someone probably runs that many maps a day, but I'll probably run like a row and a half. Who knows? I might. The maps don't really even take that long. I might end up doing that many maps. But I'm playing Warrior in a little bit, so let's see if I can really do anything. I have been working my way up to the final parts, and I haven't been able to do the Trial of Sekhmet. So like I've been kind of stuck. Yeah, I'll probably go for Split the Earth for the aftershocks. Of course, once when I do get my insanity, I'll go for the ancestral boost. Even though that won't really matter, that'll be like the second chaos trial to get these ancestral boosts that would really matter. I mean, I'm always having ancestral boost abilities anyway, but it'll always be ancestral boost. Like I won't have to worry. Like all of them will be ancestrally boosted. UC maps. I learned that the what is this? Why is this like this? Like why? Oh, I guess you have to move the map. Does it say like why is it like when I open this it's like at the very bottom? That's just weird to me. But I could use both of these tablets. Like I can do a Delirium map and a Otherworldly Breach. It's cool. So the warrior immediately get back to just going completely crazy on the enemy. And it feels very laggy in the warrior because he just does so much. Fissures, you know, slams. I feel like I have to almost play the warrior like a low resolution. See what Vulcan does. I know you use like Vulcan on the Steam Deck and all that. I just clapped my game's cheeks. I think it's gonna keep going. I think it's gonna stop. I can just reset it. And I probably will be able to enter the map still. I think I've done this before. Enter the map after closing the game out. The warrior just gets so much poor performance, and then it was amplified by the abyssal, just there being so many enemies like early in the game. Let's see if this runs better with Vulcan. I feel like it would. Vulcan's like stuff used on Steam Deck, like that's for like trash hardware. So I put Vulcan on. Let's see if we get more frames. Maybe it didn't actually save though. Yeah, it didn't. Okay. I'll probably have to do that at the main menu. There's a wall in the way, I can't leap over it. I was just sitting there trying to leap.
Come here.
Dear God, the game runs so poorly with Warrior. I hate it. This game doesn't have like ray tracing or anything. Oh, my graphics are on high still. that's like... I don't want to like destroy my graphics, right? I don't want to make it look like complete garbage, but if I want to get frames, I gotta make a sacrifice. Fun shadow quality. Is that like a new setting? I never saw that before. I've been changing settings a lot recently. A number of lights. Are these two new settings? Number of lights. Number of lights could be good though. Less lights. I'm still running like a toaster. Maybe better just turn my thing down to medium, you know, just to get more frames. At the end of the day, all I really saw that I needed, that like made the game look completely different, was the elimination and all that. Global elimination. Rid of my water detail. One by default. I think that increases latency. Maybe I should lower my frames to 30. I could do 30 frames. If I lower my target frame rate, it should just not have to go for 60. It should just run smoother, right? Once you start getting those slams in, it doesn't really matter. The game just starts kind of tanking. Medium textures don't really seem that bad. That does look like garbage. But because this is like probably being displayed in 1080p, it doesn't really matter, you know what I'm saying?
Feel my wrath!
I hate these temporal bubble enemies, so they're so annoying and very powerful. Like they basically get you killed.
Hammer and anvil!
Gun resistant, regenerating enemy. That looks like he was healing his minions or reviving them, right?
I need more time.
I'm pretty sure this guy's staying alive because he's evasive.
Come here! Yeah!
Another thing to mention about getting my frames up is when I did the Trial of Settlement, I took major frame losses and there wasn't that many enemies. You guys gotta remember, this is my first League and experience of the end game. Even though I played the game from the very beginning, I just never got here. I didn't like the idea of having to play the game twice, like I just didn't feel like it, so it's like...
They still resist our new master's message.
I was always playing a bunch of different classes, but I'm starting to narrow down the classes I play.
Raise their field. Kill
Like my clear speed might not be that good, my build might not be that good,
their resistance, but keep them alive. We need
but I'm still learning, you know.
corpses. Bring them to Wolvenhold. Oswin will take care of the rest. Carry not.
I didn't really play PoE 1 that much. Like I played PoE 1 more recently, like a year or two I started playing PoE 1 and I didn't play it that much. I definitely thought it was the best RPG, especially even though it was so old I still recognized how great it was, but I haven't actually played PoE or RPGs in general for that long really, you know. When Diablo 3 came out, I played it with my friend and I beat it. Diablo 3 isn't really necessarily an ARPG where you have to have a build, and it's just not that you don't. It doesn't really matter that much. You don't have to know that much to play Diablo 3. So it's like
Come here.
more recent. I got into ARPGs heavy. You know, just in time too for the release of PoE 2, the early access release. It's like I'm still kind of new to this. The idea of needing to have a build or know things. I needed one of these. I was literally just thinking in the market, like, how am I gonna sell a divine and get more exalted and get my ascendancy? I just got one drop naturally. To drop naturally level 66. I'm literally level 71 and the ascendancy is still kicking my ass just easily. I'm still experiencing content that I'm being humbled by to be like, okay, we gotta actually go a lot harder. The campaign almost lulls you into a false sense of security.
Enough. Misguided grenade.
I'm really doing this for gold, but now I'm realizing my warrior. I mean, he's really powerful, but like his clear speed just isn't that good. I could be much more powerful, I guess, right? I really need to get my ascendancy so I can get my after slams up, my aftershocks up, and then with the aftershocks, like I should just be doing huge amounts of damage. You know, those can probably even crit. I'm pretty sure. probably say evasive enemies are the worst type of ways to beef up an enemy. Like it's, I swear it is. Crap.
Need mana.
Vanya! We kill the threat first, then finish what we started!
Hammer and anvil.
I don't really know what the parameters are for this yet, like how to keep it expanding and all that. So, oh, that was actually a hand there. Missed it. One of these enemies are weak to fire, so that should be very, very helpful. That's the frozen girl.
And still, it shall scorch you!
Out of mana.
This mountain is mine!
Even then, with them being resistant or vulnerable to the fire, this guy still seems more brittle. The Fire Witch from Act 3. The bosses really aren't as bad as clearing the mobs out, but clearing the mobs out is... that's tough. I forgot to put like delirium and stuff on my my waystone. Or liquid emotions, whatever, right? I'm gonna look up what liquid emotions do to waystones. I really don't know. I still need to look up a lot of things and learn a lot of things. This is exciting though. I love endgame. I mean, it says what they do, but I'm wondering if there's like some extra effects from being delirious, you know? It doesn't say that they like. I was wondering how the otherworldly breach works. I gotta look that up right now. Okay, the breach can be extended by killing monsters and interacting with collapsed hand. That's all I wanted to know. Is like that's how you trace it. I also had a problem putting down the recombinulator thing, which I definitely need for endgame stuff, right? So it's like I gotta find out how to put that down. I tried putting it down at
Hello.
my. Is this not a hideout that I'm in right now? I tried putting it down at my hideout, it didn't work.
Always a pleasure.
I go to my hideout and I'll see if I can put it down now. Maybe, I don't know, you need something to put it, like some materials or something? I don't know. I was able to put other things down so I know that it's just this item specifically, and I could, of course, look that up as well.
Welcome.
Maybe you can't put it down like the radius of another, like, device or something. Here's a recombine inator or whatever. Yeah, I can't put it down. Okay, someone said there's already one down, so maybe that's why I can't place it. We'll see if that is the case. But I don't think it is. I don't see one. Reforging bench isn't the same thing, right? Yeah, it doesn't seem to be here. Yeah, I got rid of all the decorations. Maybe that'll allow me to put it down. Maybe I had too many decorations. No. Look at quest or a level I have to reach to put it down. Of course, I can just use the default. Just put it all back. I didn't change anything anyway.
Hello.
Okay, I can't put down anything. Okay, there we go. Apparently, there's like an exposition I need to complete. Pretty sure I did that though. In Act 4, right, there's like a Thunderous Point, right? Maybe there was someone I had to talk to. Let's see, let's go back to the island where the expedition was.
We made
See
it.
if
Let's go then.
something I need to do or something that leads something after this that I need to do.
We made it.
There's nothing here anymore. So I'm guessing I completed it. I have it in my my hideout. Is there like a certain material I need to place it down? Okay, I haven't actually done expeditions yet. There's a in the maps in the atlas. There's like a symbol that indicates it's an expedition map. So I'll be right back. I think someone came home. I'll be right back. But me not knowing stuff, like it's like I ran around probably like for an hour, even thinking about it longer. I didn't mean to go back there. About why I couldn't place the recombobulator, whatever, combobulator. I want to call it the recombobulator. But you need to go do an expedition. I thought the expedition was when you blew up the things, you know, in Act 4. I don't see one, so I couldn't really show you an example of it, but I'm sure a lot of people already know what it is. They know what to do. Really should just go up and get to this tower. Do that first. What's that much of currency? I mean, I can just turn the map on and then sell this stuff or something.
Is it? Indeed.
I'm really doing this for the cash, so it's like I got 100k. I'm looking maybe to make probably 200k before I leave. I can't wait to get my other characters the end game, see how they function, see how that works out for them.
Steel yourself.
I'm flagging again. Even though the texture's on medium. Guess I keep getting too far away from this boss. Oh no, his health is low again. Okay. Damn. The frame rate definitely different, so I definitely just died there, but Couldn't get that filter to work. I probably should look up a YouTube video on how to do it. So I just gave up on that, but I think after this session, I'm probably gonna go and get my armament filter together. There's some more general one, I guess, not like an endgame one, because I'm gonna be playing on other characters that aren't at the endgame yet. So it's like, I never even used an item filter, so I should use a very basic one.
Steel yourself.
I did my otherworldly breach, so I can kind of just dip to the boss. It's right over here. Yeah, the boss is the snake lady. I know which act the bosses are from. Like, I remember the bosses, but I really don't remember their names. I remember some of them. Not all of them. The Rust King, the King of the Mist. I remember some of them.
I've no more room.
It was put in an hour. How much cash do I have? I haven't really been selling stuff. I should have over 100k, like 110, 120. Yeah, 124, okay. Let me at least get to this map. Or this tower, you know. But I definitely don't want to mess with enemies that have, like, increased evasion. Evasive enemies.
Speed. Go.
I'm gonna go. I just did this to get some cash. I did a couple maps, maybe like 2 maps. Got some good currency though. It's always nice to see. I'm not even gonna attempt to do the ascendancy. I don't think I'm strong enough still. I might attempt it next time I come around and play my warrior, but I got 128. I'm gonna need to sell like a divine to get a bunch of exalted so I can keep doing what I want to do with trading and currency exchanges. So that'll probably take up 100k right there just to sell a divine. That'll only leave me with like 20k. That's, you know, sit right now. So this map I'll probably pick up some geared, so it'll get me like a couple thousand, but this is a map where the enemies had multiple projectiles, so I'm probably not used to getting hit by like 8 projectiles at once. Jesus Christ, I'm getting hit hard. Cool. I failed the map. The projectiles are just demolishing me. I think I'll take some other things, but there weren't even that many enemies and I still got demolished. I want to get to this tower before I go. Wonder how, like, what it's gonna do. This one has 3 spawns, so you know it's easier. Or 3 lives. I'm kinda nervous about getting my monk to endgame because they're so squishy. I think it'll be fine. Much easier than the map, the waste one I just tried to do. Really thinking about going like blasphemy just to get like a physical resistance debuff on the enemies. Library back's at the door. Yeah, the bosses really aren't the problem in the end game. It's really getting through fighting the rare enemies, all their F's and all the modifiers they have. And then you're running into the resistances and the mana drains. Do you need like a special item to use the towers anyway, though? I just have to travel there. Well, I said I at least wanted to get the tower. At least want to do the tower.
What is it?
So I probably should do it. I actually got this amulet the other day to drop. It's like a strength amulet. It's unique. Is it worth using? It's pretty good, you know. 12 strength, all that. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Ooh. I actually have things that give my life regeneration increase while on low life, so I could use that belt and I'd be on low life at 75% health. And that would give me 1.5 maximum regeneration, only at 75 health, you know. That would be insane life regen. What's gonna be the price? What the belt I'm using now? I got some resistances, which I will miss. Armor's not that big of a deal. And you know, like I said, the resistances really. I think this would be worth it just for the low life. I think it'd be worth it. Still have some resistances, so it's okay, I guess.
Tempered by flame.
Wrong thing to do. Is there a way to like complete, like once the map's complete, is there like a way to close those portals? It's kind of in the way a lot of the times. I don't know, let me do this. Okay. So yeah, now that I'm on low life at 75% health, that would just skyrocket my my regeneration up, you know. Like that'll give me a. This is huge, you know, 15, that's 30, 45. And then my flask also gives me 40% increased recovery. The 1.5 maximum life per second is going to be great. Because that's 1% of your life, and that basically compacts 1,000, you know, 1,700 down to 100%. So it's like 1% of 1,700 is way higher than, you know, 1% might seem like a little bit, but that's actually pretty high. That's over 100 health per second, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, with the low life belt, I kind of want to see what it does.
Cool air, soft earth, a false sense of peace.
You see, right when it gets to 75%, it stops draining and it starts kind of ticking very slowly. So this is just giving me the survivability of like a bear, like a tank. Plus the 40% increased life recovery from the blast when I'm in low life. Like this is giving me sustain that you would need in the end game, where you just get melted instantly. That's all life regen. That's not resistances. That's life regeneration. Alright. It's really not reliable because usually low life is probably like, what, 35 or something? The 75, you're not even at half health, so you still have a lot of cushion.
Hidden treasure set.
The chances of me getting melted now are pretty low.
Out of mana.
It's one of those special cases where a unique's, you know, like, special ability, like, changes everything. Like, it's magic, you know. It's just magic. I could even grab this 120% increased armor while no life, which is only 75% health. When I'm at 75% health and below, I like double my armor, you know what I'm saying? At least double it, right?
Come here.
This is probably the best spell for warrior because you're already someone who doesn't have energy shield anyway, or evasion, so you're gonna be losing health. I know that I'm unlocking on Abyssal Depths, but I just don't feel like doing them. I'm just saying. I don't really feel like going down there and doing all that. Holy crap, I've never seen that before. That fireball. I could go prison defense, but I think since I just got this low life belt, I should be good to go for some more for offense for my maces, you know. I want some more aftershock. I do want to get my ascendancy, but it's just a little bit too hard for me right now. I mean, I think I probably have collected enough relics to do it. Like I would have high honor resistance, but that's the thing about the Trial of Sekhmet. It's not really based on health; it's based on honor, so it doesn't matter how if you live. I don't know, people did the Trial of Sekhmet to get the later of melee classes before they made the changes. It'd be impossible, in my mind. The bird just heal up. This amulet, I don't think I've seen one of these. I think I saw like the way one of these looked, the way this one looks like. I saw that in like PoE 1 maybe? I don't know, maybe I saw it in PoE 2. Spell damage, armor, that's pretty good. It's an alright helmet, I don't know if you're using rage.
Feel my wrath.
Trying to get to the boss, so I still have this effect on me. It's just defrost though, so it didn't make. I mean, it probably made a huge difference, but. Is there more to the map? So like you have to activate the map? That's cool. That's how the Chimera fight should have been. For the Ascendancy and probably the regular Chimera fight. Because him flying around and all that is really annoying. He's a good boss even if he couldn't move. But not that good. Like, yeah, he has to be able to move for like effectiveness, but as someone fighting him not moving is way better. Like just more enjoyable to fight him.
Ah, the tower has been secured. Timely. It seems they can provide us with an advantage of learning more about the surrounding area. It would be wise to use them to plan our next course of action. Go.
see what the map did. Look at a precursor tablet as well. Okay. It actually shows you a lot of the map. Like, I wouldn't have known. Like, I thought I was just gonna do this, but I wouldn't have known about this corruption. There's another tower over there, so I literally can go through here, the mountains. I don't have to go all the way around. I can go, do the mountains. Even though that'll take, like, probably the same amount of maps. But no, probably not. This probably will take more. Probably about the same, I don't know. Cool, the maps, the towers are pretty useful. There's another tower over here too. I can go in that direction if I wanted to. Cool. We saw our first tower.
Go on. Of course.
I feel like with the mass amounts of mobs in the end game, the Titan Warrior wouldn't be bad. Or not a Titan, a Warbling wouldn't be bad because you really can't just smash everything immediately anyway. So putting down totems and, you know, I'd probably also go for thorns, like, it'd be kind of cool. It'd be good.
Yes?
I was thinking it'd be useless because, like, you'd be stopped for so long, but you're already kind of stopped. You're already having to stay alive. So totems would be good. You know, you're already having to, you can't kill everything just even with your area of effect attacks, you know? You can't even hit everything with your area of effect attacks, so... I know. Also... Okay, it just adds one to monster level. Okay. So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna find out how to get a, how to properly install a loot filter. I got 100k, I have 150k, so I'll probably also sell a divine and get a bunch of exalted, because I need that to do little tiny trades. They go for like 1,000, or divine goes for like 1,000 exalted, right? Okay, it goes for 600. It used to go for way more than that. That's interesting. And it's cheaper though, 72,000. It used to be like 100,000. Wow. It used to be like 1,000 exalted. Oh well, I'll take this. I don't really care. 600 exalted is literally a lot of exalted. I'm not using my divine right now anyway. Nice. I still have 70k, so I can still do some trading and whatever I need to do. I'm running out of exalted. My other characters are lower level, so they need exalted. They need to be able to trade and buy this and that. And that and this. So, should I come back later and play my monk, or should I play my sorceress? I think I'll probably play my sorceress. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go. Alright, guys. It hasn't really been that long, but I just wanted to get some money for my sorceress, and because I want to keep playing them. And some exalted. So I got my exalted. I got my money. I have 70k, basically 80k, and I have like 1,000 exalted, or like 800 or something. Yeah, I have like 600 exalted, so that should last me. The other 1,000 I had lasted me, you know, for my other character, my 3 characters I'm using right now to get them juiced up or upgrade whatever. But I need some more just to get them to where he's at, to where they can start producing their own money and their own currency much more easily. I think when I do get to the end game, the sorcerer is going to have a very easy time dealing with all these mobs because I'll have Spark. It'll just shoot through everybody, and you know, it'll just demolish like hundreds of mobs. So yeah, I'll be back in a couple hours. It's like 5 in the afternoon, so I'll probably like lift some weight, something, drink some juice. I got some more of this green blend I use. It's like just like an Amazon brand green blend. It's like green powder. It's like all like vegetables and fruits blended up, and you just put that. You're supposed to probably put it in water, but I put it in juice. Like I didn't realize you were supposed to put pre-workout in water. I was putting it in juice and whatever I wanted to put it in. I don't really care. Right? I don't care if it degrades some of it. I don't really care, but you know, I'll drink some juice. Listen to that green blend. Maybe lift some weights. Probably eat some food. I don't think I eaten anything today yet. And I'll come back and keep pushing with my my sorcerer. The sorcerer's at the end of Act 3, so we get into Act 4. Act 4 is nice for the sorcerers because it's such a enclosed area, and I'll have my sparks flying around everywhere. And I'm also gonna respect my sorcerers. I was using Elemental Storm, but like, I mean, it's good. It actually has been doing a lot for like my Frost build up and all that. But I think I don't necessarily need it. I'm gonna actually, for the sake of the build, I'm trying to pull off, like I'll show you. I'm trying to pull off a build where I'm using basically all 3 elements and infusions and stuff. This is basically an elemental infusion build. I have 2 points, you know, to access Elemental Storm, you know, crits and all that, but I really need to work on infusions, and infusions are tough to come by, and juggling them is kind of tough. So I've added fire, thunder, and ice. That became natural to me to juggle. So, like right here, you'll see I have. This is like the most important thing I have. The remnants reappear once every 3 seconds. That's cool. But I need to get out of Elemental Storm and grab this. You get a random one, 50% chance to get a random one, a different one. So that will give me more fire ones and more lightning ones. Ice ones are easy to come by now, but I need to do that just so I can constantly keep up fire and spark, because Wall of Flame uses lightning infusion.
How can I...
A new realm of power.
But I never really thought I'd be doing like a pure infusion build. I mean, there's really nothing else to do. So I have 4 more points, you know, I can get, so I can maybe go Elemental Storm, you know, crits. I'm probably not going to go for one of these trees. I mean, I could, because then, you know, I'd always have chill, or I'd always have shock. But I'm either going to go for the Arcane Surge tree, which isn't bad. Arcane Surge is really good. Cast speed, mana regen. Or I'm going to go for the Elemental Storm tree. I don't really know yet. Either one is fine. But yeah, I'm going to come back and play my Sorcerer some more. And we're going to see if grabbing, and it will, because there are lots of infusions to have, because like I said, I'm picking up 3 and then, you know, 3 more up here because of this one, so that's like 6 out of 3, you know, me collecting them twice. That's like at least half of them are going to be recouped with something else. But for, you know, for my skill points, I'm still going to be going into these infusion trees. I would like to be able to collect them further away and have duration and or effect and all that. Well, this is a duration one right here, I think. No, this is the one that gives you life and mana back. So yeah, I'll be going into the infusions. I still need to buy this penetration for fire, because then I'm using all 3 elements. Like, I could show you, it's pretty cool. It's really insane that I never thought I would be using 3 elements. Usually I just use 1 element. So what'll happen is I'll end up infusing spark with cold, right? Like, that's the first step. Make sure to get spark, the cold infusion. And if I get a lightning infusion, that'll double infuse my sparks, because they're already lightning. They'll be double lightning. Because when you send projectiles through an infused flame wall, they get lightning, infused too. So first I have to freeze enemies. All right, so I have 2 cold infusions. Then I would throw down flame wall. And that'll that adds 3 elemental types to my attacks, which is insane. And now that I'm getting the 50% chance to get a different infusion, that's basically allowing me to have every type of infusion, which I basically do use. I use every infusion, so it's like, you set on your flame wall, you set out your sparks, they have every single element. No enemy has resistance to every element. I don't think so. I don't think that's even a thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll be back later to play some more Sorceress. I'm really excited to see how powerful I can get this to be. Sorceress is already really powerful, so it's good for experimentation, because it's already really strong. It's really hard to mess that up and be weak as a Sorceress. It's very hard to do that. So after I get my penetration and my infusion trees, my remnant trees, then I'll go into crits. Alright, I'll go into crits. So yeah, I haven't even been really using curses, I need to, though. I need to grab this air effect tree to get my curses big. Of course, on bosses I'll use curses. I need to do that, but just having kind of jack of all trades, all elements, that's insane. My ball of fire gets fire infused, leaves a trail of fire, which is good for dealing with tons of mobs. Like I said, this spark with all the infusions, like, that's gonna just demolish the endgame, because it's gonna go through every single enemy. And it's gonna have every single, a lot of the time, most of the time, it's gonna have every single element on it. Doubled sometimes, double lightning. Alright. So over spark, it's doing like 70, 60 damage, both elements, you know what I'm saying? So that's like almost 200 damage just from one spark hitting some Anakin crit. And then putting that through wall of flame, or flame wall. That's a little bit of damage. It's a little bit more damage, but not all stacks. That's 3 types of damage. Like, almost just for like a spark bolt. And it's gonna hit multiple enemies, so it's like you're one hitting a lot of enemies, You're melting a lot of stuff. If you get your infusions right, if you do it right and you can get infusions easily, you're basically melting stuff. This is probably the build I'm gonna be most proud of, because it's very unique, and of course it doesn't require that much thought, but it's more new. It's infusions are newer, and I would never do this personally. Like, in any other game, you would never see me use all these different elements and all that. Like, to be able to get a grip on it and then use it and it be easy to use and it's effective, like, this is insane. For me personally, like, this is good. And then I can grab stuff like this tree, 30% increase elemental damage if you chilled an enemy recently. 30% elemental damage if you shocked an enemy recently. 30% increase elemental damage if you ignited an enemy recently. Like, that's almost 100% more damage for elemental attacks. And then the little nodes, that's tons and tons of damage. It'll be hard for that not to, happen. No, I need to grab this too, 10% for everything, shock, freeze, slime abilities, like, that's actually going to be good. 12% damage against, damage against enemies affected by elemental elements. That's a lot of damage, you know what I'm saying? Lots of things, lots of little things here and there. Cast speed's really good too. If you have tons of infusions, you can just spam spark, if you can get some cast speed. You just be blowing through stuff. So yeah, we got a lot we can do still. It raises the ceiling when you're using all these different elements and different abilities. Because enemies don't have resistances to everything. You're always going to have one ailment they're not resistant to. So like if you can't keep your curses up and you're just trying to like just dump, you always have that ability to do that, you know what I'm saying? Even though the fire damage is very small, you know, but I'm still getting in fire infusions to use Ball of Lightning. So the fire damage is still going to be like full fire damage from stuff like Flame Wall, and then Ball of Lightning, the infusion for that. That's still going to do, that does a lot of damage, you know. The explosion does a lot of damage, so you're still doing a lot of fire damage. So it's like this is good, you know what I'm saying? Lots of good stuff. You know, the only issue is, you know, what do you focus on at the end? You know, you have these outer trees. Like, what are you supposed to do? And which one do you like? Which element do you go for? All right. Which element do I focus on? I mean, just maybe elemental. You know what I'm saying? Just for all of them, you know, just to be smart. Just to not really just doing one element, all of them, you know, because they're all going to hit it once anyway. So, you know, good stuff. There's also penetration though, and you know the trees that are for one element. There's penetration there, and I could always just go up, you know, spend 4 points here and get some penetration. All right. It'll be all right. We'll figure something out with the whole. You know, what do we really like? What big tree are we gonna grab? I really would just prefer probably penetration. You have the extra damage is fire damage, cold damage. Also, these plus to maximum infusions. I might grab that. I might finish these infusion trees, penetration trees, and then go for that. Getting more infusions just means more infusions, you know, for other things, because you'll get a 50% chance to get another infusion for something else, so it's just more infusions. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I just talked like for 10 minutes about the character I'm not even playing this stream, but I'll be back later.